Okay, you're live right now. It takes about a couple minutes for everyone to get on, but you guys are live right now.
Okay. Should we talk now?
Yes.
All right. Welcome everybody to our second half of today's educational show that we're going to do. And we have a great friend of ours, Miss Mary Lee Bell, who we're going to show you a weave, how quickly we can get this done. We're going to weave her hair and then cut her hair in the course of about an hour. So what we're trying to do today is show you how important it is to be involved with the salon environment. So we're trying to bring that salon environment to you. This is something we would do normally on an everyday schedule. We may do 5 or 6 of these a day, which can add up to some nice money so that you understand where they're coming from. Mario Montoya here, my good friend, is going to be doing that. Mary Lee Bell, thank you very much. Glad to have you with us. Yeah, she volunteered. Maybe I volunteered her. But she's a sweetheart for letting us do that and sharing this with you. Mario's going to be doing the color. I'm going to let him explain to it. Again, Rachel is with us doing the filming. And if any of you come on and you have questions as we go along, please throw them up on the screen and tell us, and we'll see what we can do to answer them for you. Any questions yet?
No questions yet?
Okay, so what we did here right before we started is we pre-sectioned her. I took this top section here. We have the 2 sections off to the back here, and then our side section. This is basically a full head of weave, but her hair's short, so under here she likes it a little more natural. So we're going to go ahead and start right here on this left side. We're going to get right into it. If we were in the salon, again, always prep your station. As you guys can see here, I have my color ready. I have my foils ready. We're ready to go. Everything prepped.
Which side up?
And we're going to have this side here, the non-shiny side.
Sunny side up.
Sunny side up. So
All
we're just
right.
going to start right here.
I'm going to go ahead.
Hold on, let me get this.
See if I can stay out of the way. Now this is something that you guys can do right there in your school by helping each other. You not only help each other, you get to have a nice friendly conversation with the client. We're going to put it right there.
I can work your shoulder ones, Jerry. Okay, so when you guys are doing this, in this school and in this salon, you want to make sure, I don't like to go in there and fold and waste time on folding. Because if we're in the salon, you want to get in there, you want to take that top section and continue to keep weaving. As you can see here, I do the weave real nice and even there. Okay, this is a key to making sure these foils are good. I put the foil in there, I push it, I pull. That takes it really tight in there, and that's really easy for me to do if I'm doing it by myself, of course. Making sure you get, if you have some long, you get in there vertical and get as close as you can to the root there. I use this, the brush vertically there. Okay, I go here. Okay, I don't know where that one was.
And Mario, what volume peroxide are you using on Mary Lee today?
Okay, Mary Lee,
what color are you using?
We're using the 10.3, which is the gold level 10. I used it's called a 35 volume developer, and when you guys say what's 35, well, 35 basically is 40 and 30. So half of 30 and half of 40 make 35. 40 sometimes tends to get a little too light for her, and 30 is just not enough power for what I need.
There you go.
There we
and
go.
that also does very quickly, does it not?
Yes, it does. It works wonderful for her hair. And I'm hoping we can get a 15-minute processing time on her. And as you can see here, when I'm weaving this, I don't have to take the hair all the way out. I can weave right at the base. It's always nice to have an assistant. Go up a little bit more. Right there.
There you go.
Okay, really tight there. The tension's really nice. Lay that product on there. Work your brush vertically, as you can see. Now, I'm not going to fold this because at the end, I want to fold it. I don't want to waste time in the salon. I don't fold until I'm all the way done with the section. So again, we're here. We're going to do another weave.
See how quickly you can do this and efficiently. We're not just going fast, we're doing quality work going fast. But you notice everything is all laid out. We're well prepared. All we do is go right through this process and get that customer taken care of. It's good customer service. Preparation is going to make your speed. Not your hands going faster. We said that before. I'll say it again. I keep saying it until you believe it. So it's all about preparation. You prepare and then you go forward.
Now, as you guys can see, I don't waste time folding all that. So once I'm done with that panel, I go in there and I fold it. I slide the comb up, and here I go here and I come right down, and I slide the comb down, and right at that panel, and that locks in all those foils together nice and neat. I don't have to sit there and waste time folding each one. Okay, we're on to our next section. Take a horizontal section, and I'm going to weave this here, and I can go right into it. Start weaving it.
He weaves it out. I come in with the paper, the foil, put it down, and then we got it done. The quicker you can get it placed, the quicker it's going to start activating. We're starting in the back because usually the back is more resistant to the color lifting, and because there's going to be some lifting involved here,
Sure.
along with the color, you know, implanting into the hair. So, going to make it move, and he's going to go very close to the edge because you want to get it nice and clean right there. You missed some right there. You're going to have to get that. We're on Facebook Live, man.
Got you. Don't want to miss anything.
There you go.
We have Renee Sanders saying hello, Jessica and Juanita from El Paso,
All right.
Hey,
And then-
hello everybody.
Regina.
And Regina.
Yes.
Regina used to be from us.
Regina Barnett. She says, hi, Jerry.
Yep, she used to be. Hi, Regina. How you doing? Glad to have you with us. She's still part of the family, you know. So now we're going to keep moving on. Thank you. Nice to have all of you guys. There again, you guys got a question or something, pop it up there. We'll answer it if we can.
Lupita says hello. Fonseca. Ooh, I don't know that one.
Franca, Miss
Yes.
Franca. Anita.
Yep.
Yeah, that's El Paso talking there. Right?
And then Regina says she misses you. Sasha Lynn, hello. She just joined. And Marisla. These are some.
Yeah, nice to have all of you guys. I'm glad you guys came in. So we can get this, show really some quick ways to get things done really good. And that's going to be our theme for a while, is to show as much of how we can be successful in the salon and by being well prepared. Because you know, we talked about it early this morning, where this thing where you're well prepared with the, do we have enough things here? When you're well prepared, everything goes quicker
Right when you say that.
and more efficient.
Right when you say that.
So we did that haircut in about 45 minutes. Beautiful, beautiful haircut. If you guys go on to hanspro.com, you will see the haircut that we did this morning. Mario did it, actually. And now, today, while we're processing Mary Lee's hair, Mario's going to do and finish that same haircut and do it in an asymmetrical line. You know, or maybe I should do that, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
No, Mario's going to
We
do
got
it.
15 minutes. I didn't practice yet, but I can do it. I know I can do it.
Yeah,
It's
that's
just
it.
going to be a little different than Jerry's, that's all.
Yeah, that's it.
I can do these, mister, if you want to grab my
It
phone.
shouldn't be any different.
different.
Anyway, we have a good time in here. We really do. This is not work for us. This is fun time. And that's really what it should be for you guys. When you come into school or come into the salon, it should be a fun day. That you want to have. Every day is a happy day. And that reflects on your clients and how well your clients like being in there and coming to see you. It becomes a great event for them and for you. So every day is a happy day. Right, Franca? Franca knows, because Franca's happy every day I go into that school. Is she saying anything?
Not yet, but I know Sandy says, Sandy Harbuck Monroe says hello from Miss Sandy. She used to work at Plano and she sure misses ITS. So she says hello.
Thank you so much. She's what now?
She just says hello.
She said hello. Well,
Yes.
hello.
Yeah.
Mario, you gonna say hello?
Oh, hello. Sorry.
Yeah, all
All
right.
right. Concentrating here. It's a little warm.
So we're gonna go ahead and move the color on. We're almost half done with this already, and that just goes to show when you have teamwork, you can make this thing work really good for yourselves. Mario goes ahead and weaves out some hair, holds it down, place the foil on spot.
And if you want, Mister, we get some foils. I can keep going if you need more foils from what you have there.
I need some more foils.
I think we will.
You mean you want me to go
I
cut
think we-
some foil? He's got me working.
We will,
He's
we
got
will.
me working. I'm telling you.
We will be out soon if I don't get some more. And I can grab these at the same time, Mister, so don't worry.
There you go.
Okay, so I want to show them something too. If you guys are by yourself, okay, this is a key thing that when you're in the school or you're working in a salon by yourself, again, this is a salon experience. I want to show you what's important when you do the foil by yourself. A lot of times, a lot of people come in here, they use this and they do this with the comb. That takes me a lot of time doing that. When you guys are out there, try to get away from that. And I'm going to show you how to get away from that really easy. If we're here on the top of the head, you take your section. All right, so you take your section, you weave it. Okay. Make sure you're separated really well. You take the foil, you place the foil in your hand there. All you have to do is push and pull. There's no sense in taking time and rolling each foil into that comb. There's no need for do that. And that's going to save you a lot of time. That way you can actually do another service maybe on her, offer her a deep conditioning, offer her a facial if you guys have facials in your schools, or offer her a nail treatment while she's processing. That's where you want to maximize your ticket. If you guys, when I say maximize your ticket in the salon, you have to remember, again, this is a salon experience. If you guys are in the salon, that first ticket that she goes to, that's what she's always going to bring with her. If your oil change is $45, you're going to bring $45. So the first ticket that you do on her, if she just does just the color service and no other services, the next time she comes to see you, guess how much money she's bringing. You kind of didn't do well on yourself that way. So make sure you try to get as much services on your first ticket as possible.
Remember, this is my good customer.
I know.
So,
But I'm trying to tell them in a salon.
let me give you a little history. Mary Lee is in the restaurant business, and so she knows customer service. Has one of the most successful restaurants in the city of Phoenix, Arizona. Well, she's out in, where you at?
Queen Creek.
Out in Queen Creek. And what's the name of it?
Santan Flats.
Santan
I
Flats.
love Santan Flats.
And what a place that is. They got bikers, they got cowboys, they got whatever you
Kids.
want out there.
Kids too.
And they all love the place, don't they?
They do. That's the word.
I went out there, they just love it. So
If you're
she
in-
knows all about customer service, and that's what we're all about. We're all about customer service.
So that's why I'm here.
Yeah, that's it. That's the ticket. She used to own the Minder Binders right next door, and they've changed hands now and doing quite well, by the way. They're good. The social hall over there doing good. So you got them started.
You did the grunt work.
Yeah.
Mario, Brittany says great foils, love it.
Oh, of course.
Now Brittany's his
Of course
wife.
my
I gotta
wife
tell
is.
you. So
That's not
you know,
fair.
enough of that.
That's not fair.
That's enough.
Yeah, you could go offline now.
That's good. Better she say that, right?
Right.
Now Brittany also does these programs. She did the
We do a little
the
stronger.
braids that we
The
did.
braids.
We're going to get out there and do some more with her out there at the Bell Road School, and we're looking forward to that. Brittany's going to do some more programs for us. So I got to get some
Thank
more
you.
foils, Mario.
We're doing good. We got about 5 more here.
I thought you would have been better at getting those
Yeah.
lined up because you got me doing them. That's okay. That's the ticket.
I have the side ones, Jerry, because they're little.
Huh?
I have these side ones. The side ones I can get real easy.
How many do you need?
I got like 4 on each side, I'll be good.
You don't want to be having too many of this.
Fine.
Yeah.
So in the salon, this is how you would be working. How many minutes are we at right now, Rachel?
Oh, I don't know. It doesn't say.
Oh, okay.
But I do have Renee Sanders. She said that, hello, when I used to work for Jerry in Wichita Falls as a theory phase 1 and phase 2 instructor, loved every minute of it.
Who is that?
That's Renee Sanders.
Nice to see you. Glad you joined us.
And then we have Amanda Mendoza. Hello from El Paso. It's nice to have an assistant. It's very efficient.
Hey, listen.
He's all right.
That's where you can get your students to be teaming up with you guys and working together so you can accomplish more, because you want to learn it in school. It's not something you just jumps on you through osmosis. You need to learn these things.
Ann Jill Shavers says, I absolutely love this duo. They are awesome instructors. You two are awesome
right.
instructors.
Oops, sorry. I don't know where that came from.
Managed not to get it on my clothes this time.
Don't
Yet.
jinx yourself, mister. Don't jinx yourself.
I think I got enough.
I'm good, mister. I can do these against your head.
Look at this. How much time have we gone by?
It hasn't been no
I
more than
know.
16 minutes, I don't think.
Doesn't say on my phone.
Doesn't say on the phone?
No.
Well,
We
we
started
started
at-
about 1:32, less than a half an hour. Less than a half an hour, and we're almost done. I'm going to go
I
ahead
get it,
and
I get it,
turn.
mister. I
I'm
got
going
it.
to go ahead and turn the dryer on.
Now with those short foils, you have to really lay that product on there. So watch me do that again, because your hair's a little short. Try not to pull the hair too much, but I am pulling a little bit. Okay, take those little hairs out. Make sure you seclude that hair, and when you're looking at this, you go in there and you're going to weave that little bit there and grab your foil. And let me see how most important this is when you're on the side here. You're just going to lay that foil in there, okay? You push it forward, you pull and push that comb up, and then slide out. That's going to give you the maximum closest as you can to that scalp. Lay that product on her. Never wipe. You always want to lay, so that way the client, that way the foil sticks, I meant to say. I have about 3 more here. I'm going to leave it this real quick. There's Jerry back again.
See, so
But
we're
luckily he's tall. Let's go a little lower there. Right there. Perfect. Okay, you got it up. We might just quit and just go work in the salon all day, Jerry.
Huh?
We might just have to quit our jobs and go work in the salon all
Maybe
day.
that's what I should be doing. I only did it for 40-some years.
Okay, I'm next.
I liked it.
That's fine.
Is that correct?
Right,
You got it set?
yeah,
I can't see.
That's okay. I just don't want to get on your finger. Okay, let it go. Perfect.
Yes, get your guys together, work up as a team. Let's do some fun things like that in the school. Learn what you're doing. Learn it by doing it over and over and over.
Perfect. Okay.
See how much product he's using, guys? I see guys slop product on all over stuff sometimes. But you really don't need to use that much product. You just need to
Last one.
make sure that you're getting nice and clean with it.
Unpull it. Pull it. Okay. Watch your finger. And we're
There
done.
you go.
We're all
Any
done.
more?
Nope.
One more?
No.
Or no? You're all done.
All done.
There we go. We did this in about
20.
20 minutes, I think. I think we were about 10 minutes late getting
Yeah.
on. It's 1:59 right now. We did it in 20 minutes. Not bad. Not bad. And she's ready to cook right now. We're going to put you in the dryer. I was going to say the oven, but that's doing good. We're going to put you in there. If you want, I will cut that head
Yeah.
for you. Go ahead and take care of her.
I'll switch it over for here.
I'm gonna move this chair right over here and bring this mannequin right over here.
I put some
in
wet.
front of the mirror.
You got 15 minutes?
And what I'm going to do, you want to leave this here? You got it? Okay. Here you go.
Okay.
Tell you what I'm going to do. We're going to go ahead and do this asymmetrical look and see if we can just take the line from here to here. We're going to keep it real simple. I'm going to keep it like it's real easy to do. We're going to go from the top of the ear to the bottom of the ear. And then we're going to extend this and get a little dramatic with it. Let me wet it down. Keep the hair nice and moist so you can use it. And so let's assume this is another customer. So we can move right ahead and do this haircut. And then I'm going to let Mario blow dry it because I'm going to cut Mary Lee's hair. All right? So let's go ahead and section that out. I'm going to take that section right out, put this up, comb it right down so we're nice and clean. Keep the hair nice and clean that way, and go right on over here to the bottom of the right side and take that section and bring it up.
I feel like it has.
Need some clips?
There you go.
You could have sectioned this off for me.
It's the way I sectioned it.
He loves me. You know that. He loves me. All right, here we're going to go. Here we go. See how quickly we can do this. I'm going to go ahead and bring this right up. Knock the head over. Take this down. Now put them on the... There you go. Let's take everything straight up and cut it straight off. Come straight out. Mario, this thing is not working very good.
Is it a little loose?
Hold the mannequin, will you?
Okay.
So we're going to come straight out, straight out, straight out. I'm going to take a little section right here in front of the ear, and I'm just going to hold that out. And then we're going to go ahead and make the cut. Let's do that. Now Mario did like an A-line cut this morning. And what we're going to do
It's asymmetric.
put my glasses on, and then we're going to take everything straight up to the parting, hold my hand straight out, keeping my hand parallel to the parting, and cut it right off. This is so much fun when you do it on a real person and they see that hair coming right off. It's really a fun thing to do. I'm going to keep moving my hand right on around, and directing it straight on around, bringing it right on, keeping myself right in line with the cutting right in front of myself. Okay? And there we go. That's the start. Now the next thing we're going to do is drop down this next section right here, keeping our line parallel so we can stay right even with where we're moving. We're going to leave this section out for just a second. Take it straight down. Go in there and find out where the hair is. Make the cut. Where the guideline is, there you go. Going to go again. Bring everything straight up. Let's find the guide. There you are. And make the cut. Let's go again. Find the guide. Now it's just like cookie cutter. Just keep following the line. Holding your hand in the right position and making the cut. There again. There we are. Does everybody see how that's going?
Any questions from anybody?
Now, right down here, we're going to take all that out when we get ready to get there. We're going to go ahead and drop this down one more time here. Take a diagonal parting straight up. Take that section out, and let's bring everything straight up to that guideline, straight down to the guideline. Go underneath with the scissors, find that guideline, and make the cut. Same thing again. Now, hair gets longer as it travels further from this point of origin. So we want to leave some hair in the front. So we're going to direct all the hair to the back here and accentuate the front of the hair. So we're going to be pretty dramatic with this one. In other words, that hair is going to be quite a bit longer. We're going to go ahead and drop it down here on the next section. Start back to the front. Stay in line. Drop it down. Drop this section down so we can move right through it. And go ahead and identify the guide. Make the cut. Identify the guide. Make the cut. Identify the guide. Make the cut. If you do all those steps and keep your hand in position, keep your body in position of where you're cutting, in front of where you're cutting, then you will have no problem doing this haircut. Let's make the cut and bring the hair straight down. Let's identify the guide again. We're getting about a couple of fingers elevation right here. That's okay. Now, remember, we wanted to direct and be more extreme, so we're going to direct the hair back to our guideline from the front, back again, and even pivot a little bit so we can get really extreme with it. And there you are. Now, here's what we got. And we still got all this to cut out. And we can cut that out with the clippers, razor, whatever we decide we want to do. And I'll decide that in a little bit. Let's go ahead. And we parted here in the top. Let's use this guide here from this side. I'm going to take it from the center straight down. I'm going to come around to the front. Now I'm going to hold my hand a little low here, not quite as much graduation. Find that guide. There it is. Make the cut. Going to go around here now one more time. Let's find the guide. Lost it. Let's find it. There you are. Let's find the guide again. You can feel it underneath there. There it is. Let's make sure. And this is when you're cutting large sections of hair, which is what I'm doing right now, because I'm in a hurry. And once you really get it down, you can do that. And it does save you some time. Plus, you can still be very, very accurate with it. So let's take it on down. We'll go back over here. And we're going to take a diagonal section from the front all the way to the back. Drop this hair down. Elevate just slightly. And make the cut. Slightly again. Make the cut. I'm going to pivot to the back now. I'm actually going to pivot my hands to where they're much steeper angle, because I'm bringing all that front hair all the way to the back, all the way behind the ear. There we go. Now let's go ahead and drop this section down. And we're going to go ahead and, I'm not going to take it all because it's a little bit too difficult to see the guide for them to see it. So we're going to go ahead, find it, come out. I've got about 2 fingers elevation. That's 2 fingers from the scalp. We're going to go ahead and blend this in. Once I get this other side, this right side cut, then I'll take all the hair and move it over to the left side and then cut what's left off of that. Whatever's left over, we're going to cut it off. And elevate down. I'm going to hold my hand down at lower level and make that, again, that cut. All right? I'm going to pivot down. Here we go. Go ahead and let me take all of this over here. Take it right over. Are you watching her?
I'm gonna check her right now. 10 minutes.
Yeah, will you check and see what you think?
Okay.
Make sure we got the color good though. Gonna go ahead and cut off all the stragglers here. Systematically moving from left to right. I want to cut the elevation down a little bit as I go forward. And then we're going to make the cut here. There we go. There. Pretty much got it at that point. Now here's the thing. We're going to have some hair that's left over. So I'm going to direct everything over here. No, I don't want to do that, because I want all of this coming back over here on the side. We're going to take it forward. Normally I like to part it in the middle so I get even, but this is a more extreme left side. So what I'm going to do, get some of these little pieces out of the way. There you go. And what I'm going to do is take the shortest point here and direct it over to the longest point. If I turn you in the mirror, you'll be able to see a little bit better. Thank you, ma'am. And we're going to cut everything from this point. We're going to direct it over as far as we need to direct it, over to probably the right corner of this side, and we're going to cut straight down. Straight down. Let's bring all that over, and then we're going to cut straight down that line. Okay? Let's bring this, the rest of it. That we're going to just kind of use as a, we'll see what we do with that. Because I still have the back to cut.
Influential piece.
Yeah, there you go. Now, after it's dry, we can come in here and mess with this and open up this one eye, cover up this eye. I'm going to let Mario dry it, and we'll see where we go from there. But let's go back to the back. Let me just turn her around right here. And we're going to tilt the head forward a little. All right.
We could do the shampoo
So-
in about 3 minutes.
Okay, about 3 minutes.
The shampoo her.
I'm going to take this off because I want to be a lot more dramatic than it is right now. So I'm going to go on a bias, diagonal, straight across, whoops. And we're going to find that weighted area and go ahead and fit that in. Now, what I'll probably want to do is after it's dry, come back in here and take some more of this out. But I don't want to do it too much right now. I think after it's dry, we'll do that. And we'll do it with the texturizing shears or even the clippers. Come in there and get real crazy, huh? That would be fun. There we go. There we go. And there we go. Don't worry about too much of this back right here, because we've got a lot of hair coming down forward here, a lot of nice weighted area, and we're going to take this a little bit tighter.
Jerry, we have a couple questions.
Yes, ma'am.
What elevation, distribution, and parting? Do you know what that means?
Say that again?
It says what elevation. Do you know what that means?
Well, I'm about 1 finger elevation on the weight line. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
I think that's what you're talking about. And I'm using about 1 finger on the weight line initially. That means 1 finger from the scalp. Most of the time I'm working on about a 45 off the scalp. Everything else, when I was right in here, I was actually bringing the hair back and down, keeping it real low elevation to increase the weighted area here in the front. So we're going from a different texture here in the back to a more solid texture in the front. And like I said, afterwards, we can probably do a little bit more.
She's asking, would it be like a 45 degree?
Yeah.
Okay.
Most of the time when I'm doing this right here in this elevation in the back, I'm working on a diagonal of about 45 degrees across the whole back. Now I'm going to go back and take all of this out, I'm pretty sure, after we dry it and finish it up.
Constance, let us know if we answered everything correctly or if we need to explain a little bit more.
So, excuse me?
I was letting Constance know. She was the one asking, so I was letting her know if she has any other questions. If we
Okay.
answered it correctly.
Yeah, Constance. Thanks for the question, by the way. I know you're paying attention. Now, you know, one interesting thing about here is I'm standing on this side of the head, and I take all of this whole section and move it to the right side of the head, and then pivot my fingers. Pivot the fingers way straight up and down, and then make that cut. Now then, when I let go, all of that hair is already in line, and it falls back right here where you want it. Now this is a little dramatic because not many people want to wear it with their hair covering both their eyes, but some of them do. And we're doing a little bit dramatic today with this. So what we'll do is we can come back in here afterwards, after we dry it, after we got Mary Lou done, and then we can cut out some more or texturize some more and just blend it in. If you don't do that, if you take the bangs and move them through this way, keep moving them over here, pretty soon all this is gone. So it's hard to grow this hair back once you cut it off on a mannequin. It really is tough. So what you want to do is continue and over direct, clear past the nose, make the cut and let it come back. Then you can always go back in and trim up. You can always trim it up some more. Okay?
Did you want to check her color so we can
You check it.
tell me if you want to dry? I can wash it.
Well, you should know if it's good or not.
I just want you to double check.
Jerry,
You
we
better
have Patricia on here. She looks like she's brand new, and she says, I really like it. Should I study cosmetology?
Absolutely. We were talking to some cosmetologists right here. Yeah, it's a great career, Patricia. Gives you a lot of latitude of what you can and cannot do, and gives you some freedom. You know, I'm going to tell you my story. I didn't go to school. I'm not saying nobody should not go to school. Don't misunderstand me. I said I didn't go to college. I got out of high school, was looking for something to do. Walked into a beauty school at 19 years old and been there ever since. So I was motivated by a different thing at the time, but the plain fact is the business has been extremely good for me. Extremely well. So it'll do whatever you want it to do. You just have to be willing to work for it, willing to make sure that your dreams are fulfilled. And don't ever give up. So if you don't give up, you'll make it. You'll do everything, you'll get everything you want. It can do, if I can do it, anybody can do it, I'm telling you. You know? So, you know, we went from graduating high school off a chicken ranch to being a hairdresser, owning salons, owning schools, and working myself through to own the Peter Hans Company and manufacturing and doing a lot of different things, and even owning a jet plane. And I thought I never would have that happen. That was one of my goals about 35, 40 years ago. So that happened. So you can do it. Just get out there and do that. All right? I'm going to let Mario.
I'm going to shampoo her and tell him what I'm shampooing her with.
Let's see what we want to do with this, Mario. I'm not sure what I want to. I know I want it shorter, curled. I'm not sure what I want to do with it. And I think I want to take this up clipper-wise. So you can do that.
Did you want me to go over what I'm shampooing her with? And
I want you to, yes, why don't you go over what we're shampooing her with?
And she shampoo her?
Yeah, you go ahead and shampoo her.
Okay.
And yes, you shampoo her. Yeah.
Okay.
Now he has extra color if he needs it. If he's looking through the foils and he thinks he needs a shot of color for a few seconds, we've got extra color. We didn't use it all. We barely even used half of it.
So you want to check the foils and make sure always, and she looks really good there. I think that came out almost perfect. Jerry, you want to double check and say she came out really nice here?
What's that?
Those look really good.
It looks good.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Looks very good.
Okay, so when you guys are in the
You
salon,
believe that, right?
yeah,
Very
you
good.
want to make sure that you pull these foils. Don't take one at a time. And you want to let the client know that you're going to be pulling these foils all at once. She's got short enough hair. You see how lightly I did that? You don't have to pull too hard.
Did you check the back now?
Yes, yes I did. Yes, sir.
You got it all? The back has got to be done.
All at once. You can pull these. Yes, I did. You pull these all at once, as you can see there. Real nice and easy. Let's turn your head that way, Mary. And then we take this all at once there. Those look beautiful there too as well. Pull these all at once, really nice. And then all this. I could take all these foils all at once as we're going to shampoo it. So at that point, you grab all the foils. You have the client relax in the chair. I'm sure she's excited to get into the heat. We live in Arizona. Rinse the hair thoroughly. Make sure the temperature is always right for the client. How's that temperature? Okay. Get the hair nice and evenly wet all over. When you're applying the shampoo, today we're going to be using the Veloute Glacé. Veloute Glacé is our almond milk shampoo. I love that shampoo, and it's nice and easy to lather when you're applying it. As you can see here, you just need a few drops there, not that much. Always lather it in your hand first, and this shampoo lathers really well. Let the client enjoy the aroma. There you go. Get in there and really give your client a good shampoo. Anytime you guys are in the shampoo bowl, that is your best friend. If you give a good shampoo, every client's always want to come back to you. You know, when I first started doing hair, and Jerry said this earlier about hairdressers, you know, some might not be as good, but they're really good at doing small things. I would just get clients that wanted to come back to me because I served, you know, hot chocolate in the salon, or because I gave them a really good shampoo. That's the main key. But when you're doing that, make sure you get in and shampoo the hair really well.
It's all about customer service, right?
Yes, sir.
Taking care of them, doing whatever it takes.
Get that back.
These ladies are spending some good bucks with you. They deserve it. They deserve all the attention that you can give them.
Well, that's something the client can't do for themselves. It just feels so much better to have somebody else do it.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Perfect.
That is absolutely right.
When you have the back of the neck there, go ahead and just give it a couple of light massages here.
Oh yeah, all right.
Just a couple there.
This is reality. This is reality. This is a customer. You think they don't say that when you do that? You rub that neck.
Yeah.
And girls in beauty school, if you don't take your time to do that and take care of those customers, your tips ain't going to come. I can tell you that. So, but if you do go the extra mile, take care of the client, talk to them, make sure you know that they exist, and you're so happy they exist just because they came in to see you. You're gonna find rewards. I can tell you that.
All right, we're going to be using the Recouvre conditioner today, and we're just going to use a few drops under there. You don't need much of this. And this is where you get the conditioner, and this is where you really want to give her a good massage. And like I said, when you do this, you guys need to use both. You never let your hands off the client, first of all, but I'm just going to do it for a quick second so you guys can get a reality. When you use your fingers, always use these two fingers here and go down the ear and up. That is where you get that extra money for the tip. And again, this is about money. Always it's about money, because if you're doing a good service, you want to get in there and always massage right there. Always do everything in threes. So you 1, 2, 3. Then you want to do, especially with this conditioner, you go in the back, use these two fingers, come up on the bottom here and go 1, 2, free. Let her go down lightly. You make sure that you never keep your hands on the client at all times, and then give her light 1, 2, 3 on the sides. Okay, 1, 2, 3 on top, and 1, 2, 3 on the other side. And I like to go with my fingertips just lightly over,
Yeah, that's nice.
just like right there. I paid her to say that was
Lord,
nice.
she'll never want to get out of the chair.
All right, so that's the conditioner treatment there. So we're just going to lightly rinse her here. Make sure you get all the product out, and watch around the ears and make sure that you bring up the neck and get all that conditioner out of the neck. Real slow.
We do have a couple questions.
What do you got?
Jasmine would like to know, I need a good shampoo that looks like it feels so good.
Yes, it is. It's the almond milk shampoo that we have called Veloute Glacé, and it is a great. It's a purple one.
No, Calvin.
It's a purple one, and it will just, it really is nice. We use it in conjunction with a conditioner, and he's using Recouvre conditioner in conjunction with it, especially when you have color-treated hair or anything like that. So I would recommend, actually go on our website, look, this, and starting July 1, there's some very good deals going on where you get a Veloute, Recouvre, and a hairspray for hairspray free. So,
Yep.
in fact, if you want the deal, then email Mike at Peter Hans Co. And he'll give you that deal ahead of time.
And then Patricia, she's actually wanting to know the web address for the school. If you want to go on www.olympusbeauty.com, you can go ahead and look at all the cosmetology schools that Jerry has around the U.S.
Okay. Now this is real. I just cut one head.
I'm gonna blow
I
dry
would have
the
blown
other
her
one.
dry while we're waiting for Mary Lee to get done.
It was kind of loud. I'm gonna go in the other room.
Huh?
Blow dry in the other room, so it's not too loud.
No, you can do it right here. This is salon, baby. This is salon environment.
All right.
This is reality. So now I'm going to go ahead and cut Mary Lee. And we're not going to cut too much. We're just going to shape it up for her. You don't want to get crazy with your client. You want to do what they are going to feel most comfortable with. Now sometimes it takes them a little time to get to that, right, Mary Lee? And but so you want to take it easy and make sure that you get what she needs. And I think right now, if I'm correct, you just need it shaped up pretty good, correct?
Right. I'd like the last couple of cuts. The style's been good.
You didn't like the ones before that?
No, we were working.
Okay, I just was checking.
Yeah, but we
No,
ended up,
but
we ended
that's-
up going a little shorter. And I like it. I like it.
Yeah, this is important. So I'm not going to, I just want to get those ends off of her hair. One thing about this is I want to make sure that we have an opportunity to take those ends off of her hair and keep that, because of the color and the chemicals that you're doing it with. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to start right here in the top. Really simple. We do have her hair fitted in the back, about right at the occipital, fitted down, right? Is that about right? Real close right here where my hand is. And then we build it up, and it's all layered. It's completely layered. And then we'll blow it dry and curling on it. So let me start at the top. I'm going to start right here and work my way to the back center. So here we go on the very top. Let me get my glasses on. I'll get my glasses on. You know, I'm at that age. You know, so let's go ahead, direct the hair straight up, nice and clean. And the thing about hair cutting is you must have the hair nice and clean. And when I mean clean, I mean that all the hair is going in the same direction, nice and firm. Make the cut. Now as I move forward, the hair becomes slightly longer because of the slope of the head, or I may be extending a little bit if I want to make sure I have the hair slightly longer. I don't want it too short because her bangs are like that. So she's going to want me to trim her bangs. I know she is. And I'm going to have to do that after I cut the head and blow it dry. And I'll get a better technique if I do that. Now again, I'm letting the hair get longer as we move to the front. But let's go ahead and establish ourselves a real good guideline. I'm coming straight up from the party, straight up, connecting from the back to the front. Now I'm going to take some angles, about a 45-degree angle, and I'm going to work myself all the way around to the back. So I'm going to go ahead and direct it straight up, nice and clean, and just take that hair off. You can always go shorter. Cutting it too short becomes a little bit of a problem because it takes a while for it to grow back out, and they might be mad at you before that ever happens. So let's go a little bit longer, and then if we have to, we'll go a little bit shorter. I'm going to take and direct it, everything back, straight out. See those frizzy ends? You want to get rid of that. A haircut is as good as anything to keep the hair healthy. You need that. Now she has it a little bit longer on the sides because she's going to take it back. Correct, Mary? Let's direct everything straight up. Straight out, I mean. Let's connect. There we are. And come straight out again. Take some of those lines out. There we go. We're going to connect from the top. Let's bring it out. Straight out from the parting. Straight out from the parting. If you go forward, you're going to get longer. We want to just keep it straight out from the parting and direct it. Come on, straight down. And make the cut. Again, let's do the same thing. Now we're almost vertical. Before we're at an angle and we pivot it around. Gonna come straight up. Let's take the hair off. Those little blunt ends, let's take them off. Those little stringy ends is what they are. They start stringing out on us, and we don't want that. Make the cut here. Make the parting here. Bring it straight out, and there we are. Connect. Let's put it back. There we are. And you can see what I'm taking off. Now let's tilt a little bit to the side. I'm going to bring this straight out again. And you see all those things right there? That's going to make all the difference in how her hair looks and how it feels. Very important that when you do cuts like this, you want to be able to really keep the hair in really good shape. When you do color like this, cutting is maintenance cutting. You don't have to change the style. You don't have to do a whole lot. You just have to maintain it. We're going to direct it straight out again. Any more people join us in?
Yeah, Tara Morgan says hello and go Jerry.
Yeah, Tara.
And Brandy Michelle says hi Jerry.
Brandy. Thank you, honey.
Michelle.
She's from Wichita Falls, I think. Tara's from Roswell, New Mexico, I believe. Is that correct, you guys? Is that the same ones I'm thinking about? Now we're going to go ahead. I've been talking all day, I'll tell you. You know, talking wears you out.
Talking's harder than working.
That's true.
I'll see how people talk all day.
Well, Mario did a beautiful haircut this this morning. I hope everybody got to see it. If you didn't get to see it, go to hunchpro.com and look for that haircut. That was a beautiful cut on a beautiful hairdresser friend of ours, and she is a former student and a successful salon owner. So one of these days, and we talked to her also about remote live from her salon. So we're going to get out there and try to really bring that to you guys. So by the time you get out of our school, you'll know pretty much all about salon work and what you have to do. Now it's up to you to implement it and begin to make sure that you're going to be successful and you get the work ethic and the drive to do that. So you have to copy everything we do. I mean copy it. Copy it first, get it down, then implement your own style into it. That's what you need to do. I say that all the time, and I really mean it. Now we're getting down to the neckline. We're going to go a little tighter. Going to take it straight down. I'm going to get a little bit tighter, not too tight, not too much. Huh, Mary Lee? You don't.
It'll grow back.
Huh?
It'll grow back.
It'll grow back.
Yeah.
This is summer. It's nice to have it shorter.
Okay. All right. Hey, listen. You know me. I can go shorter.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say I trust you, but.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, I trust me anyway. I'm not going to take it too much, but I'm taking it pretty close. It's going to be just right. Right?
Yeah.
All righty. Mario, how you doing with that?
Well, I hope I'm not going too crazy, but
I think you're
I'm
doing
just trying
great.
to clean it up a little bit. And
I like that.
it's nice and soft. My styles tend to be a little more classic. You know, Jerry gets in there, gets the flat iron, and gets a little more funky with it. But I think this is flowing pretty well over here.
It's team cutting over here.
Oh yeah, that's really good.
Team hair cutting.
This is a Nelson Soon haircut for sure.
Now I got half the haircut done. And I'm just finishing the connecting portion right here. And this is about as short as I'm going to go right now. And we're all connected in this side. So now I'm going to come back over to this side and we're going to repeat the process. Going to come straight up. That color looks great. Nice honey blonde. Very summery, you know? So now we're going to take those ends off. Again, let's let our hand come straight out. Let the shape of the slope of the head extend the hair longer because we don't want to cut that too short so we can have some bangs there. And I'll show you what we do after we dry it. A lot of my hair cutting is done after you dry it, dry the hair, because I want to see how it's going to work finished. I want to see that it's going to work good after we've dried it and moved it around and make sure that it's all set. And the bang area is one of those areas where you need to do that. You have to dry them because they shrink, they move around, even flat iron before you finish cutting them. And then you can be more direct about it. Now I tell my customers, they say, well, they'll grow out too quickly and I'll be back in there. I said, just stop in, I'll fix your bangs in a second. Don't even worry about it. Because I'd rather have me fix them than them go in there and get the shears and start cutting them up. And then come back in, then I gotta fix it. Right? So I just say, come by, just let me know. I'm here, just stop in, we'll take care of it, don't worry about it. No charge, just take care of the customer. That's a nothing. That's no big deal. And it's necessary. Now we're gonna pivot around again. Go ahead back. I'm going to direct all of this hair over here. Direct this straight up. And as I start to pivot around on the sides, and then we'll just take that little bit of hair off. Those fringy areas that you get when you color. Another diagonal parting. Let's pivot straight, take it straight out. And now we're going to keep moving right around this head size. Find a guide, identify where you're at. Don't get lost. Take the hair straight back, straight out, and make the cut. Now we're going to take it straight out and start. Now we're going to start to go a little horizontal right here. I mean, a little vertical, excuse me. You know I've been talking a long time. Take those ends off. Mario, I must say, you've done an exquisite job of color.
Oh, good.
We've got it really, really nice. Now, I don't know how long we've been working at this, but we did 2 haircuts, a color, and a weave, a whole weave, not just a color.
Yeah, a whole head. Shouldn't take more than 20 minutes in the salon to do a full head.
In a short period of time. Now, you say, well, you were helping each other. Well, yeah, that's right.
I could
I was. So add a half an hour to everything and do it yourself. That's how much time it would take. There's nothing wrong with teaming up in the salon. You know, really and truly, that's what you want to do. Especially if you're the newbie in town. You want to meet everybody. You want to know everybody. So, where do you do that best at? The shampoo bowl, that's where. So you're going to shampoo for everybody if they want you to help them. You know, not to take those clients, but to future clients that the other person may not be able to take. That person might remember you and say, well, let's try that person. Let's try that girl. We'll try her. And for the cousin or for the brother or the sister or whatever. Just getting yourself familiar in the salon. So you want to do all the shampoos you can do, sweep up all the hair you can sweep up, help wherever way you can if you're not busy. Then when you're busy, let's hope someone returns the favor. And believe me, they may not too, but you're still going to be better off for it. It's not what they do, it's what you get a chance to do.
That looks really pretty.
You got that?
Yeah, I think so. To my style, to my liking.
Did you cut the back?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. Yeah, I did.
Why don't you show it?
Okay. So what I did here, Jerry wants to keep this piece here. Again, this piece can be a big deal if you either curl this or give it some different texture. If you're doing a hair competition, there's no way you're going to lose with this. But you have to open your mind. You know, Jerry said earlier to me, open your mind, and change your styles a little bit. Again, this is an extreme haircut compared to what we did this morning, but this can be something that if you were to do a hair show or if you're doing it on your resume, these things are really good for you to practice on also because of the haircut. This haircut is not easy. As you can see here, what I did is I went in there with my texturizing shear. I took a little bit of the weight out of the weight line here. I went in there vertically and I took some of that weight out. This is a really strong graduation, very difficult haircut to do on that right through here. And as I brought it to the side, you can start to see how that angle goes. That angle there is priceless to get. And you can see the shape of it. The shape comes in really strong here, and then it gets really long as it goes down. It goes into a diagonal. And then you can see how the graduation finishes on the other side. Very difficult, a very high-end haircut. Short as you go into long, and we went longer there. I did go in there with the texturizing shears. You can start to see a little bit of weight there. I could go in there with a flat iron, but what I did here is I came here and I went vertical, took some of that weight out. So that takes that bubble effect out of it. If her hair was really dark, underneath and light on top, that color would come out really nice. This again, this is a mannequin hair. It comes out kind of wiggy on the sides here, but I can go in there and take that hair and just scissor over comb with the texturizing shear, and that'll loosen all that edge out right there. Takes out all that edge for you nice and soft. So that's what we did here. And then in front, if I like to, I can go in there and take that bang and cut that out a little more. And I like it there. I don't know if Jerry's, I think we're done with this, but if I might want to go in there and cut that bang out just a little more. And let me show you how I do that.
Take it a little more extreme.
Okay, so if I want to, I will go in there. You see how they have this, I have this length here, and then I have my bang here. For me, I like to go in there and I just like to chew it. Now watch when you're doing this on a client, you do not want to go close to the eyelash, because trust me, I have, in situations like this, I have done this right on the eye and I've cut their eyelash before. So make sure you don't do that. So if you're here, you bring the hair in. Let me show you how to cut it on the hair. Okay, bring it in and lightly point cut it. And then, or you can just try to cut that out. I'm just chewing it, chewing it, chewing it, chewing it, chewing it, chewing it, all the way across. That gives it a little bit more strength to it, but again, it can hide it as well. So I like that look there for her, nice and soft. And that's pretty much how we would finish that out if we'd like to go in there. If I was to go in there and cut her eye out, I don't want to cut her eye out too much because it's a mannequin hair and it might go too crazy on me. But on a client, more than happy, I can go in there and cut that eye out and open her eye out so you can see. Again, this is a fashion cut. Cool.
You know, take that about an inch over, just for giggles.
Okay.
Take it and texturize it with the texturizer shear. Take it up to about right here, and then come right down over the eye.
I'm going to take it right over the eye there.
You're gonna scare them all out there.
Yeah, I'm going to get them all crazy. Just take that right out of that ear, and I'm going in there and I'm really getting a jagged in there and piecing that out. And that's going to be a little bit edgier. You're taking it from a classic look into now we're going a little bit more funky with it.
You know, the reason I said take it with the texturizing shears is because you're going to soften it. Now listen, actually cut the line, come in here, cut right over the eyebrow with the eyebrow to show, and then come right here and I want to come down, okay?
Okay, with the
So you're going to take this,
punch,
just take it up like that around it. Actually open up this whole eye,
Okay.
all right?
Okay. Cut it out. Alright, so if I was just cut it out, we'd go in there and go point cut just like you said.
If that's okay, Mario.
Yeah, that's fine. I just don't want to get too crazy with her hair because it is a mannequin. But you know what? We're here, we're having fun. We're in the salon atmosphere. Let's take it right there. And then you want to drop that right down. Yeah, I'm a little more conservative when it's on his haircut. You want to drop it right down and start to take that eye out completely if you want to.
There you go. There you go. Looks odd. And the next haircut we do now will be even shorter on that mannequin and just get real funky with it. You know?
And that opens that up a little bit, gives it a little edge to it. Again, you guys gotta remember this isn't a cut for everyone, so don't go home and cut your grandma's hair like this. But practice is perfect, and you can see I have this weight here. So I'm gonna go in here and I'm just gonna layer this up a little bit.
Hey, I know some grandmas will dig that.
Yeah? I'm gonna
Yeah.
lower this mannequin a little here. I get it.
They would go for it.
Now we're just gonna go in here and layer that up just a little bit more. Take that point off. And you can see that eye come out. It gives it a little bit more funkiness. Starts to layer it, and that kind of gives you a good shape there. Jerry, you can see that shape a little better now. I layered it up here to give her some shape. She's ready for the New York Fashion Week. Okay. All right, Jerry, go ahead and go back to where you're at.
That looks pretty good. Mary Lee, you're looking great. If that's
I like
okay.
that. I like that style.
You want to do that one? Right,
That's awesome.
right. Now we're going to have bangs here. I'm going to take this and move it to the back. But again, I will cut the bangs. I might have to cut them a little bit right dry first and see where I'm at with it. How long has it been since I cut your hair? A little while?
Good question. I think it was mid-May, so 6 weeks.
Is that right?
Yeah.
You took notes the last time you did your hair, so that's why we know.
I what?
You always took notes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to use a little styling glaze. Where's the most of the styling glaze? Right here. Use a little styling glaze. I've been using a little bit of that lately. Cut it, rub between the hands, and then we're going to go up underneath. And it gets a little bit more volume. Not a lot of stickiness, but a little volume. And move it through the hair before we blow dry it. And it also leaves a little bit of shine. A little bit of shine in the hair. And that's always a good thing.
Mine is good.
It always is, huh? I'm going to take a little high profile. I like this high profile. And just use a little bit of that combined. I'm going to move my hands, get the hair up off the scalp. Looks good.
I don't know what
Looks
you want to
very
do with
good.
this piece.
Yeah, curl it or something. Next time we'll get real crazy. We'll clip her the whole back up, cut it real short, spike it out some more. You just take it from step to step to step. So that'll be next week. Well, next Wednesday,
Oh, we got
we're planning to do a
highlight.
another live month. You gonna do some more highlights?
Yeah, on her daughter.
Huh?
On her, Rachel's daughter.
On Rachel's daughter?
Yeah, 15 minutes. Long
Okay.
hair.
Do some highlights. This will be on long hair now. This is a little different. So next Wednesday will be. Is next Wednesday the 4th of July?
No,
The 5th? Huh?
no, it's the 27th
Week
or
after-
something.
week
Yeah.
after that. Yeah, okay. Let me get a brush. That's the wrong one. Mixed up the cards. I don't know where I'm at. Guy's messing with my stuff, you know?
Your assistant?
Your assistant now. I was your assistant earlier.
One of the students said, "I've never seen Mario sleep hair." One of my students in one of my students in from
What's her name?
Michelle, she's from Bell Road. She graduated.
Well, Michelle, I've never
Michelle.
seen her. Michelle, I've never seen him do it either.
In the school, I've never sleep hair. That's what they're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's funny.
In the salon, you do everything. This is a salon training event. Notice when we blow dry, we are not blow drying the hair, putting the dryer down, picking up the brush. That's not what happens. We're moving the hair. I'm going to curl it with the flat iron. Now she doesn't use a lot of back combing, right? And so we're going to keep it nice and soft, but the cut's there, and I want to make sure the cut is there, so I'm blow drying the hair, and then we'll go back and just recheck it a little bit, take the texturizer and make sure I don't have any marks in the hair. You know what marks are. I don't want those blonde hairs over the dark hair showing up a mark in it when it looks like a mark. So we'll texturize a little of those out. good to go. How do you guys like this color? Is that nice or what? Come on, I want to hear something from somebody. I wish we could have sound. Maybe it's a good thing we don't. I don't know. Give you a bottle of style. You style your hair. You know, when you blow it dry and everything. But I'm going to give you a bottle of styling glaze. I want you to use that. And did you have the other stuff I gave you? Did I give you any of that? What do you use? It's another brand that don't tell me.
I don't remember.
So I'm going to give you some styling glaze to use. Because it really does give you some great body. Yeah, it does. Nice fullness to it. Now, in the interest of time, I'm going ahead and I'm just blow drying the hair and getting it up off the scalp mainly. I'm going to use it, curl it with the iron, so I don't have to get crazy here. I'm not going to waste a lot of time trying to make it look perfect with the dryer. I'm just going to make it look really pretty good off the scalp where I get the volume and get it going in the right direction. And then I'm going to use the iron to start. Go. Now we're going to go ahead. I'm still going to go ahead and check this. Where's my texturizing sheet? Did you take that? Where did she go? Now look at that. That color come out really nice.
Very pretty.
Beautiful hair. And this is the part where you do not rush. You don't rush this part. You want to go back, you want to take care of it. You want to make sure it's all set, that when she just combs it, it'll look great. Alright? So I'm going to tilt her head down a little bit. I'm going to come a little bit, see right there? Right there, those lines. I want to take that out. Going to scissor over comb. We're going to go ahead and texture a little bit more. I'm going to get a little bit more of that. A little bit more. Fine tune it. Fine tune it. Go ahead and take some of those marks out, especially around where it might be heaviest there. And you notice Mario and myself both utilize the texturizing shears. We utilize them all the time. So I want you to start thinking about using the tools you have in your bag. That happens to be one of the most valuable tools, I think, around, is the texturizing shear. It's like the finishing shear. It's everything that you do, you have to finish it. You have to make sure it's all set to go. Now I do texturize her hair a little bit in the top. I don't use the shears. I'm not going to tell you to do that because you guys are going to be pulling chunks of your finger out. You go in, you pull your hand out and close the shears. So if you go in and don't pull your hand out, you're going to cut your finger. So you want to go in, give yourself about an inch, inch and a half, and you come out, come out, come out, come out. And it's safer to do this with the texturizing shear. And the effect is really very good, if you ask me. My opinion. That's all. Go that up. And then we go back. Did you show your head yet?
Yep.
You could cut that off, that long piece, if you want to. I was going to cut it off, but...
You just wanted to bug me?
Yeah, I just...
You knew it was getting...
I know we're going artsy, but
Yeah,
this is
I
a
got
little
you,
bit,
I got you.
little bit much there. So. Where did you... These are not my texturizing shears.
No, I can have it right there.
Huh? That's not them.
No.
Well, they're good texturizing shears, but they're just not mine.
No, when you're in the salon, you gotta watch me because I put everything in my pockets.
What do you think? Yeah, I know.
Gotta watch me, mister.
You got to watch your coworkers. You know, you guys remember.
So I always have
Take inventory.
holes in my pockets because I always put
That
my...
one's yours.
Put my...
This one is mine.
Okay,
Yeah, it's like a Ferrari and a Chevrolet.
okay.
You know?
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. Where's the Discipline hairspray? Great hairspray. Great tool to work with. You don't want it, it's a firm hairspray if you get close enough. So you don't want to necessarily do that. You move it through. Hey, here comes Lucy. Uh-oh, she's gone now. You guys all know Lucy out there?
She left. I'm gonna throw on camera.
All right, now we're going to take the flat iron. We're going to go back here and get a little comb where I don't burn myself. That one right there works. And then we're going to put some soft curls in through the top. Now the flat iron will give you as much as you want. In other words, you can make a tight curl, you can make a loose curl, medium curl. You can adjust it to whatever way you want to adjust it. So here's how we're going to go. Start in the top. I'm going to go ahead. Now we're going to move forward, over direct, because I'll get a little more volume that way, but I'm not going to curl it too much. And if it's hot, you can adjust the curl yourself. Hair is just like plastic when you do that. So we're going to go out, base, and then just let it come back in.
Now that's a skill I need to work on.
You're going to work on that?
You do?
I can't do it exactly like he does it. There's no way. I mean, I can fake it, but he does
Fake
it. He does it better.
There's no faking in this
Yeah.
in
You gotta
live
fake it-
video.
Fake it till you make it. Fake it till you make it.
There we go. Up. Let's lift it. I got it with my hand. That's all we got to worry about. Going to keep working it back. Now, the hair gets longer. I don't want to do too much curling. I want it to flatten out a little bit so we get to the back. I want it to smooth out. I don't want it to just curl up and be a big curl mess there. All right? Here we go. Keep going backwards.
Does it say how many people we have right now?
We have a lot just jumping on, jumping off, but we are sitting at about 9 right now.
See what?
I was just answering Mario.
Okay.
We have,
Okay. It's a little later in the day for most.
Have we still got people on board, or are we losing them already?
we do.
We do?
Yeah.
All right.
Are you guys hanging in there?
Pull it out, go vertical here. Gonna come in, lift, pull the hair, let it slide through. It only takes practice. There is nothing about the hairdressing that doesn't take practice. You must practice it so that you feel comfortable doing it. Because we all tend to lean toward what's comfortable for us. Sometimes we got to push the envelope. You know, sometimes we just got to get out in that uncomfortable zone, because that's when you learn stuff. That's when you learn. You're going to make mistakes sometime. There's nobody I know of that doesn't make mistakes. I just don't know any perfect people. Hairdressers or not. So you're going to make some mistakes, but just get in there and do it. The next time you won't make the mistake. You'll learn from it. I'm going to lift this, bring it through. I'm going to take that out of the way. I'm going to lift that, come straight out, and there we go. Protect the ear, because this iron will burn you. It'll burn your customer, more importantly. And I got to tell you, I've done that. And I didn't feel real good about it either. Of course, it's so hot, if you burn them on the ear, they don't even feel it till about 2 days later. You know? But you don't want to do that. You want to put that comb down there, and you want to protect that hair. Protect the ear, excuse me. Have I ever burned you, Mary Lee?
No, you have not.
Okay.
Don't say it on camera. Don't jinx it.
He hasn't.
Well, we aren't going to start today, that's for sure.
It's almost like a full roller
And
set.
there you go. Now, we're going to take our hands and the comb, and we're going to go right through it. Now, there's a couple of ways you can leave this. This happens to be one of them, where you can just leave it where it's very loose, just fun to look at. Or you can comb it smooth. Now, she might want to have to smooth it out a little bit. But I just thought I'd show you where you can actually just let that curl come out.
Color came out really nice.
Look at that color. Color's beautiful.
Beautiful for the back here. Right. You can see the variance over darker line. Going to the club tonight.
Santan Flats, man.
Santan Flats, that's where I'm going.
There you are.
We might actually go do that, me and Brittany.
You guys should go out there
We should
sometime.
do
Huh?
that tonight, actually.
Huh?
Me and Brittany might do that tonight, maybe.
You got to get there early, though. Right, Marilyn? Because it's busy.
Oh, this is summertime, so it's not so bad.
Not as bad?
Yeah. But there'll be live music there, tomorrow, starting at 6.
We'll both have both kids with us, so.
Yeah, they'll like it.
Just going to put it together here a little bit. I'm not going to do too much. She doesn't like me to get it too big or nothing, so I'm not going to do that. And I think this looks absolutely gorgeous. Good salon work. Salon work meaning that she's going to walk out of here and people are going to look at her and say how beautiful her hair is.
Looks cared
No.
for.
How beautiful she is.
Cared for, yeah.
Cared for.
That's a
And
good
oh, by the
That's
way, the
well
hair
cared
looks
for.
good too.
good word, cared for. I like that.
Let me have the hairspray one more time. I think we're about ready. Is that good?
Jerry, everyone's giving you hearts and loves it.
Pardon me?
Everyone's throwing out hearts. You have lots of
Oh,
hearts, lots
really?
of thumbs up. They
Look at
absolutely
that,
love
Mary.
it.
They're all throwing out hearts, huh?
Yep, Rebecca Yondell says hello to
Well,
you.
tell Rebecca hello. There's a voice from the past.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. How you doing, Rebecca? And there you go. There you are. Is that all right?
Okay, yep. Yeah, that's great. Thank you.
They're
And
good?
usually give a mirror so I can see the back, right?
Yeah.
Where's
You always
the
do
mirror
that with
at?
your customers, right?
Yeah, second time today.
Uh-oh,
You
they
know,
weren't
and-
prepared.
Uh-oh.
We're looking at it right.
Jerry.
This is absolutely not the way to do it. You should have the mirror right there ready for you. You know,
So they
well, we
can see
moved
the
a lot
whole
of stuff
thing.
out, and
Yeah.
I think we misplaced the mirror of all things. Of course, I could say, "You don't trust me." That's not the answer, guys. That's not the answer. Nope, it's not in here. I'll find a mirror.
I'm looking.
No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I was
I'm
just
looking, I'm
really-
looking,
I
I'm
was
looking.
It's in one of these.
I know that I can trust you.
I know that.
We'll get
I
one.
want you to see the back.
But that is the fun thing, one of the fun
Get one
things,
from the
right?
back.
About the salon
I need
experience.
one anyway.
Is twirling them around in the chair and
yeah.
showing them the back of the hair.
Absolutely. I want you to see it because it's
Yeah.
beautiful. It's beautiful. Listen.
I'll take the glasses.
Towel.
No.
Where-
Sure, you have to put your
here's-
glasses
here's
on
your
so you can see my
earrings.
glasses.
Here's your earrings.
Yeah.
Oh, you need your
Yeah,
glasses.
yeah.
I'm good.
Okay,
aren't I?
that's good. Now I can see.
No, you don't take this over. Don't put that down.
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna do all that after you leave. There you go. I want to tell you that Mary Lee, thank you so much for doing this. We
Thank you, it was
enjoyed it.
fun.
The color is absolutely, it's really came out. It just shows you guys how quickly you can get this done and how efficiently you can do it. And at the same time, we did another haircut over here and another blow dry. So it all can happen for you. You just got to remember to do that. Get it all planned out and it goes quickly. I don't know what time it is right now. 3:15. So get the whole thing done in about 2 hours, right?
We started about 1:45, I'm gonna guess.
1:45?
1:40, 1:45.
Here we go.
Oh,
All
there.
right.
I'm gonna wipe it a little bit.
Oh, yes. Oh, that's very nice. Yeah, I like that.
I didn't pay her to say that either. She said that on her own. Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Just before we go, Jerry, Rebecca says she's retired and traveling. Love and miss the best cosmetology school around. Jerry, you are amazing as always. So cute.
Thank
the haircut.
you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
All righty.
Thank you.
Anything
Appreciate
else?
all the good comments. I think just remember, this is on me. by the way. This is on me.
Anything else? We're gonna close out.
We're gonna shut it down now. We'll be looking at next Wednesday. Tuesday, look for us Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and we're gonna be doing some educational things. Mario will be doing a weave, I believe, on your daughter's hair, right?
Yes. Yep. She's 14.
And that's a long hair weave, so it's a little bit different, but you get it well organized, and it will be absolutely great. So
All right.
thank you all.
We'll
Bye-bye.
see ya.
See you next
Appreciate
week.
it.
Bye bye.
Bye.